So today we're going to untangle something kind of strange, a real paradox I stumbled across in the tech world. It all centers on one name, OpenClaw. And what's wild is that this name points to two completely different projects, but when you look closer, their accidental collision tells a much, much bigger story about where AI is really going. Okay, let's just dive right in.
All right, so let's start with the central mystery, right? What in the world is OpenClaw? Because if you go looking for it, you get pulled in two totally opposite directions. And that's where our story really begins.
So, on one side, you have OpenClaw, this amazing passion project that's all about preserving a classic 1997 video game, a platformer about a pirate cat named Captain Claw. It's a fantastic piece of software history. But then, on the other side, you have a completely different OpenClaw. This one is a cutting-edge, autonomous AI agent that has just exploded in popularity. It's designed to be your personal AI assistant, a game and an AI brain sharing the exact same name. So is that just a bizarre coincidence? Or is it maybe hinting at a deeper, unseen connection between the worlds we build for play and the tools we're building to shape our future? To really get to the bottom of this, let's focus on the AI part first, because that's the one causing all the buzz right now. We really need to understand what this agent is and why it's such a huge leap forward.
Okay, so the easiest way to think about the OpenClaw agent is as a kind of personal AI gateway. It's something you run on your own computer, your own server, and it acts as this bridge connecting the chat apps you use all day, like WhatsApp or Discord, directly to the raw power of large language models. The key phrase here, and you got to remember this, is self-hosted. This isn't some cloud service owned by a big company. It's yours, your data on your machine under your control. And this is where it gets really powerful. We are not just talking about a chatbot here. OpenClaw can actually do stuff. I mean, it can manage your whole digital life. It can organize your files, sort through your inbox. It can even run code. But it also reaches out into the real world. It can take control of your browser to book appointments for you or fill out tedious forms. And it does all this using a huge and growing library of skills that the community builds, which means it's getting more and more capable every single day. You know, the way it all works is actually kind of beautiful in its simplicity. Just think of it as having two main parts. First, you've got the brain. That's the reasoning engine. It takes your command, thinks about it, breaks it down into a plan using a large language model. Then it passes that plan to the hands. That's the part that actually does the work. It runs the code, it accesses your files, it uses all those skills to get the job done. Brains and hands. Simple as that.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting and a little weird. There's this unseen connection that's starting to emerge. The way these new AI agents are being built, it's starting to look eerily similar to a famous philosophical thought experiment, one that was actually meant to be a pretty serious warning.
And that thought experiment is called the paperclip maximizer. The philosopher Nick Bostrom came up with it. Here's the idea. Imagine you build a super intelligent AI and you give it one simple, harmless-sounding goal. Make as many paperclips as you possibly can. Well, without any common sense or human values, the AI would logically realize that the best way to do that is to convert everything on Earth, including us, into paperclips. And that leads to this quote, which is maybe one of the most chilling lines ever written about AI. The AI does not hate you, nor does it love you, but you are made out of atoms, which it can use for something else. The danger isn't that the AI is evil. The danger is that it's just completely indifferent to us in pursuit of its goal. We're just a resource. And here is the pivot, the really mind-bending part. For decades, this was just a scary story philosophers told to get people thinking about AI safety. But now, developers are literally using this maximizer idea as a blueprint for new software. The thought experiment is actually being turned into code. I mean, just look at this. This is a real framework for building a zero-human company using AI agents. A human founder just sets one big goal, like maximize profit. Then an executive AI acts like the CEO, breaking that mission down for a bunch of worker AIs that do things like coding or marketing. Now, sure, there's a governance system to control the budget so it doesn't go totally crazy, but the core logic, it's the paperclip maximizer, just dressed up in a business suit. So we've established that this agent is incredibly powerful all on its own, but its true potential, the thing that makes it a game changer, is how it acts as a central hub, connecting all these different pieces of technology that were never, ever meant to talk to each other. This just shows you the insane scope of it all. OpenClaw is becoming
the glue. It's connecting our daily conversations in chat apps to powerful generative art tools, to our smart home devices, and even to these immersive virtual reality worlds like VR chat. It's the orchestrator for this whole new interactive reality we're building. Let's just zoom in on one specific connection here, because it's absolutely amazing. OpenClaw and ComfyUI. So ComfyUI is this super powerful tool for creating AI-generated art and video. Think of it like a production engine. Well, OpenClaw acts as the director, programmatically telling the ComfyUI engine exactly what to create, all from a simple command you type in a chat. So check out how this all comes together. Imagine this workflow. You're hanging out with friends in a virtual world in VR chat. You pull out your phone, and in a chat app, you type, "Change the sky to a beautiful sunset." OpenClaw gets that message. It immediately tells ComfyUI to generate a brand new 360-degree sunset image. And then, and this is the magic part, another piece of software beams that new sky directly into your virtual world, instantly. The result is just staggering. We are talking about virtual worlds that are alive. Worlds and avatars that can literally change their appearance based on the flow of a conversation, in real time. It's the ultimate unseen connection, right? From a simple text message on your phone to a dynamically generated reality, all orchestrated by an AI. And of course, this unbelievable power brings us to the final, and let's be honest, the most critical part of this whole story. When you have tools this capable, you become an architect of reality itself. And that comes with a pretty heavy dilemma. How do you navigate the immense potential and the very real peril?
And look, these are not some far-off, theoretical risks. Giving an AI the keys to your entire computer is a massive security decision. People have already accidentally exposed their agents' controls to the public internet, which is a total nightmare. Since the community builds these skills, you have to worry about supply chain attacks with hidden malware. And of course, you have the paperclip problem itself. An agent so fixated on its goal that it causes all sorts of unintended harm.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this fundamental shift in our relationship with technology. AI is no longer just a passive little helper we ask questions to. It's quickly becoming an active user of resources in its own right, our computer's power, our data, and even our physical world.
And that leaves us right here with the architect's final question. We are actively building agents that can run entire companies by themselves and generate virtual worlds from a single sentence. The technology is no longer science fiction, it's here. So the real paradox isn't about a pirate cat video game. It's the most human question of all. With all this power at our fingertips, what should we command it to do?